Hey there guys, gals, and non-binary pals, it's DMG and welcome back to Blitz. Today we have the pleasure of watching myself. Yes, that's right, no more subscriber replays just for the moment. I wanted to showcase my own master replays because really, this is what you all came here to see. And now I did a previous Heavium tanking video with the same tanks, the KV-1S and the M103, but I thought since I've been playing these tanks a fair bit, trying to get their damage up and their win rate up slightly, at least for the M103, that I could showcase more mastery plays. And yes, when this video is released, I guarantee you that I have had more masteries than this, but I've just been playing for myself and not having the camera on and trying to focus more on the subscriber replays. But I did happen to catch these on camera. So for this game on Naval Frontier in a bottom tier matchup, I will be platooning with Sheth, who will be driving the Cromwell B. Now, I wanted to go to the middle originally, because if I can get one shot across, it will greatly change the game. And now that KV-2, who is now down to 200 something health, is now in hit point distress. And shots like that change games, because that KV-2, what's he going to do, stop there and aim? I mean, if he does, he's nuked anyway, and he gets taken out of the game regardless. But the KV-1S has this alpha, and with the 122mm, it also has a decent amount of gun depression, a surprising -8 degrees. Now, I tried running this with the 85mm and did happen to get a mastery with it. I did not record it, but the 122 is better as it just defines the tank. Having that first shot advantage sometimes, especially in top tier matchups, gives you the ability to one-shot or two-shot tanks. And with you have good HE rounds, which means you can pen the sides of tier 6 and 5 mediums, and even some lightly armored tier 7 targets for extremely high rolls with HE. Now this VK has made a mistake, just sits out there in the open, and this T-34-85 has managed to pen me, so props to him, but I am just taking it to the enemy team right now. Now it is currently looking like it's going to be a good game. We just have it under control, so we just cannot afford to blow it. I've seen us lose 5-on-2s before, so I don't want people rushing in. I just need to continue putting in shots, and I put in a lovely AP round into that T-34-85. And now you can see the KV-1S with some equipment, right? I believe when I recorded this game, I did have the vertical stabilizer unlocked, and I am running it with supercharged, so the AP shells fly in a timely manner to target to make those longer distance shots possible, and have that less penetration loss with the AP and the APCR, so that it makes it more valuable for me to be able to hit those targets. Now, like I said, I did hit the KV-1S damage target of 1600, so you'll most likely not be seeing KV-1S gameplay or mastery games. I mean, I've already thrown 2 up on channel, so if you want to see more KV-1S masteries, you guys are going to have to send them in for subscriber replays. But regardless, let's just keep focusing on the game. Sheth is trying to have a conversation with me while I am playing, and I am starting to feel a mastery coming. And I fire at that SU-152, manage to penetrate the upper part of his superstructure, and he misses me as I roll back down, and I get some help when it's really needed. I'm able to reload on that tracked SU and finally take him out of the game. Now that T-34-85 is going to come in and try and brawl me, but this is kind of a mistake as I have already been starting to reload. He misses a shot, and then his fate has been decided with another round to the face. Will I get to take out the last T-34-1 on the enemy team? Probably not. KV-1S is a decently fast heavy, but I'm not sure if it's going to get there in time. Probably not. Anyways, lovely game there. I think that really showcases just how good Alpha Strike and gun depression makes the KV-1S such a dangerous vehicle at tier 6, because a lot of people don't understand the idea of fighting a DPM war or using gun depression to their advantage. That's why the KV-1S still works really well. So I receive a mastery badge for my trouble with 3 destroyed and 2,800 damage dealt with a spare parts bonus and about a $30,000 credit profit. Now for our next game, I'll be playing on Mayan Ruins. It will be the M103. Now I'm still really bad in this tank. I'm slowly improving it, but it's not my thing. I was doing really well with it, and then for some reason around game 50 or like 60, I started having an aneurysm. My damage just dropped, so I'm slowly rehabbing it back to this hypothetical 2700 mark that I set for myself in all tier 9 tanks. But we are going to be on Mayan Ruins today, and it will be a top tier game. So top tier M103, you can get away with a lot more stuff top tier than you can when bottom tier, because the armor profile, which is considered not very strong at tier 10, is considered decently strong or even pretty darn good at tier 9 or when in a top tier matchup when you're facing tier 8s. So we're going to this middle area. It's the best place to use gun depression, although that is the heavy lane on the left side. It's not the best place for the M103 as that's more of a side scraping alley and I need gun depression. I'm kind of donked that first shot, not kind of, I do donk that first shot on the T49. He spots me and backs down, so I will be unable to get a shot into him. Unfortunately, or fortunately, the T49 gets ammo racked by the, I don't know what he gets ammo racked by, but I see the ammo rack sign go off, so onwards and upwards. That T54 comes around the corner, I spot him, and then put in a shot. Now, the M103 has the gun to do that. It's not the worst gun, but it's not the best. It's not awful, but there's nothing really special about it either, and that's basically the whole MO of this tank is not bad, but not great either. So it's just about abusing whatever characteristics you can and knowing your matchups about what you can do. Now, I have alpha on this T34. I know I have reload on that T34, so I'll be able to just kind of out DPM this T34 and take him out of the game. Now, I put it around at him, but I don't want to poke too far up as there are enemies on both sides, and I do not want to get hit in this moment. I do get hit from the side, but that 704 is a dangerous target, and damn that 704's gun mantlet because it bounces my shell, making things a little bit more difficult. I try backing down for this IS-3. It is currently not looking like a good situation. We are starting to run out of hit points and teammates. We lose another one there, but do get another one back, so we will still be in it. Now it is a 5-on-5, and I want a shot on that M103, but I do make a mistake and poke my drive wheel up and over. But since he has fired, it is now time to push, time to be aggressive. I go right into this T54, get out of line of fire of the M103 on the other team, and now I can just focus down this 54. This 54 is just as afraid of me as I am afraid of him at the moment, and he bounces another shot off of me, and he does not want to look at me, so I'm able to turn my attention to the T34 quickly, angle it, but since he is focused on backing up, that T54 gets taken out of the game, and there comes that T34 scrambling at me. Now it's time to brawl, but that T34 wants the IS-3 on the other team, so now it is time to brawl. Now, it's all about knowing your matchups. I know I have a decently strong armor profile up close. Angle, angle, angle. See how I'm angling when I'm backing up? I keep angling on when I'm backing up to make it really hard for me to, or make it hard for him to pen me. Okay, watch out for that wall. I don't want to get stuck in that corner there and have people come and kill me. Back up, back up, back up. He starts backing up too. That means I need to get close again real quickly. He bounces off me. I put in another round into him, and now I just need to finish him off. Please let me hit this shot. There we go. Another one. Oh, not too good of a roll, but I need to angle again. Will he penetrate me? Okay, there's an APCR around there, and he penetrates my tank. T-34 does have fantastic penetration, so he should have no trouble going through me. But okay, one shot. Now it is a 2-on-2, and hopefully we will stay alive. We got through it from a 4-on-2 to a 2-on-2 with this T-34-2. God, there's so many 2s in this, right? But now I try to put in a shot on this defender. Misplay by me as I do not fire heat. I believe heat would have penetrated the cheek of his turret rather reliably, and I'm not making the best decision there as I do leave my T-34-2 out to dry here. I was thinking I could flank the 704 here and look through the bush, but the 704 pushes up, not allowing me to get shots, and ends up killing my T-34-2. So, misplay there. But the T-34-2, before he dies, does manage to take out the defender on my team, making things a little easier, but the 704, of course, nuts the T-34-2. Now I'm thinking, okay, I can't engage the 704 frontally, he's just going to pen me and kill me. The BL-10 is a very scary weapon to engage. Now, what I have to do is immediately get to some gun depression terrain, but ooh, that 704 gets spotted, and I know he spotted me because I'm a heavy tank. I have to find something cheeky, find a shot into the shoulder, and while the shoulder of the 704 is stronger than on the ISU-152, and there's some spaced armor, I do penetrate him. I start using that small piece of cover to angle, and he bounces off me, and I put in the final round of the game for a win on Mayan Ruins. Quite the nail-biter there, right? Now, that is a mastery for 4,700 damage and 3 destroyed. I believe what got us through is our ability to push at the right time on that T-54. Once that M103 fired, you didn't see me have a second thought on what to do. I was immediately in and had made a decision, and then it's just working from there, right? Making the best of what you got. Now, this is a very good mastery game, and we have Space 8 Marksman on our team and a platoon from the 07 clan. So I'm thinking, okay, this is just going to be a steamrolled team, and I think I said stacked or something like that at the beginning. I forget, but I'm thinking, okay, this should be decent. You know, I want the IS-7 to go to the corner. Now, they're in a platoon of IS-7, and they should be able to handle whatever goes over there, because if they're hull down, nothing is penetrating those turrets, and if they're in a platoon, right, there should be enough chemistry there for it to work. I'm going to the middle area, and Space will be following me. I get spotted. I just need to get up and into the area where I can go semi-hull down, and there will be an E-100 engaging me from the front. I will be immediately going to heat, because I don't want to muck around trying to go for the lower plate with AP, as I'd have to overexpose. And now I bounce off his turret as he angles it, and it's funny because those first two bounces, he's looking at somebody else, and it's not because he's actually trying to angle at me. I mean, if he is, I mean, props to him, great angles, but he's trying to look at Space, who pushes in really hard, and I can't protect Space there. I don't want to YOLO in with him, and sorry, Space, this is kind of a YOLO from you, but if you're watching, I guess it's lesson learned, right, is don't push in too hard next time, as that's not a great position for the E5. Where I'm at, if you just kind of sidled up next to me and we could kind of staircase it out, that would have been a much better idea. But he keeps looking at, the E-100 keeps looking at Space, and I ended up bouncing off his turret for a third time now. But I was able to get one AP round in him as he was focusing on Space. So now it is just time to work around. And I see that E-100 push into the encounter cap. So now I have to make a decision. I take out that waffle. Good stuff there. Now a high DPM gun is out of the game, and I can now successfully flank this E-100. I pop the engine boost. I see the E-100 fire. It's time to go. We don't have a lot of time. And the IS-7 seem to be holding their own, but I don't know what they're doing over there, because, like, what, an E-50M1 over there, an IS-8 sitting in the back camping. There's a Leo PTA. For some reason, the 07 platoon is just kind of falling a little flat for my taste there. And I'm going around this E-100, just trying to out-traverse his gun. Pop one, keep going back and forth, so he will bounce off my turret. I know that my acceleration is good, so it'll kind of masquerade my weak points as if I keep moving forwards and backwards quickly. Now it is time to engage. Now I know the Batchat 25T AP on the other team in the name of Foxfire ICU. I know Foxfire knows who I am, so he is trying to take me out of the game quickly. Now Foxfire does make a little bit of a mistake here, as he thinks I'm going to engage someone else, but I'm most likely still spotted there, so I don't know why he stays. And Foxfire, this is the wrong place to engage me here, man. A HE round allows me to take Foxfire out of the game, and now it has become a 2-on-2. Now the IS-7s, I don't know how they got killed in the corner. The only dangerous tank over there was an enemy IS-7, who I will now be able to shoot in the side. I'm just trying to put out damage wherever I can, because if I rush in there, I'm not being able to use my gun just as much, and I feel like that IS-7 is going to move. I tried looking at that IS-8 there, who was looking at Ghost Patton in his IS-7, but was unable to get him as the IS-8 was behind another tank. So I'm just trying to put out damage, keeping the gun singing and rolling. Now that IS-8 is going to try and flank me through the middle, and that IS-7 bounces a shot off my turret. Now the M103 does have a decent armor profile at distance. Well, any tank has a good armor profile at distance. But now I'm just going to relocate, try and engage this IS-8. He's a one-shot. If I figure if I can take out the IS-8, I'll be able to handle the IS-7. Now, it's kind of dangerous here. I donk a shot on the IS-8. Not what I'm looking for there. If it was the Conqueror, maybe I'd be able to take that shot and penetrate, but the RNG does not like me, and I immediately realize I need to go now before that IS-7 realizes and pushes up. I'm going, the IS-8 bounces another shot off me, that IS-7 pops on my left. Not a good situation to have two tanks, one in front of you, one behind you. Got to kill something immediately. IS-7 tracks me, not something I really need right now. Immediately use that repair kit. That is the one mistake that I made, and now that it's time to use that repair kit. Pop around the corner, take out that IS-8. Oh, some bad driving there from the M103 in myself, and the IS-7 also has some bad driving. And you can see a bit of salt in the chat from the 07 platoon, and realistically, those guys should have been able to hold the corner by themselves. I could have done that shit by myself, and if I was in an IS-7, I don't know what the hell they were doing over there, losing to a Leopard PTA, but, I mean, whatever, right? Anyways, I carry the team here with about 4,000 something damage here, and with a mastery badge with 5 destroyed, securing me a Radley Walters medal. So you're welcome, 07 platoon. And Space, you're much nicer about it, and I like you, so good game, man, even though it was kind of a mistake. Now, if you enjoyed that content, please hit that like button and subscribe, and if you didn't, please leave your constructive criticism in the comment section. As always, I appreciate the opportunity to share my passion with you today, and I hope to see you next time.